Hey, and welcome, Driving Show, episode 24. I'm in the car, headed to the gym. Hope your day is going well, really whenever you're watching this. And let me ask you, as usual, have you gotten your exercise in for the day yet? If not, do not worry. There is still time left in the day, whether it's going to the gym, taking a walk. I did this morning some push-ups when I got up, and I was like, gross, why did I do this? But it was good. I got 20 without, like, the last few, I was like, feels gross. But the first, 10, 15, I did no problem. Like, yes, I am getting stronger. So that's always exciting. But it's one of those, I'm like, during the lockdown time, I learned that if you do push-ups as soon as you get out of bed, it wakes you up. So if you're one who has trouble waking up in the morning, try some push-ups, whether it's like the full push-up or the modified one where you're on your knees. That's a great one if you are new to push-ups or building up strength, or if you're trying out some of those fancier ones like the diamond ones or more of the tricep focused ones. Even though I've seen a lot of videos on how to do push-ups, every time I start, I'm just like, am I doing this right? Because on Instagram too, there's so many reels that are like, don't do it like this, do it like this. But I remember both of them, and I'm afraid I usually remember the wrong way. So I try to do my best. But yeah, push-ups are not the most fun. But exciting news, I did do all of the leg stuff yesterday at the gym that I had set out to do. So hooray, I was nervous about that. There were these 2 squat racks available, 2 that I would feel comfortable using. So I was like, okay, the one that I don't want to use because there's no mirror is empty, but the other one has 2 people on it. So when I was changing, I'm like, God, please make them disappear by the time I get out, and that will be like a sign that I should do them. Because I don't know, if you ever have had this at the gym or anytime you're doing something new, it's scary the first couple times, especially when you are new and you don't exactly know what you're doing. I mean, in theory you know what you're doing, but putting it all together, that can be different. Same if you're a small business owner. So, there's so many things in life that can relate. When you're setting up your website or launching a new product, you're just like, I think I know how to do this, I think it should be good, but also, I don't know, it's scary. But the 2 people that were there were gone by the time I came out in my gym clothes, so yes! So I started with that. The bar, though, that goes across your shoulders and you hold it like that, it was pink. So then I was like, wait, was this their bar? And I'm like, no, you don't bring that. You definitely don't bring one of those with you. But it looked like it was someone else's at some time, so I don't know if the gym recycles them or found a used one, because I've never seen one that looked like it was spray painted pink. So it was weird, but I got it in and did all the other leg stuff that I had done with my friend Jordan, and I'm not as sore as I was last week when I did it, but I'm pretty sore, and I felt it a lot more on the second day. So I think tomorrow will be the true test of how sore I am. But I was proud of myself for doing what I said I was going to do, and it's all a learning process, a lot of life, that's how it is. And it's good to push yourself to do new things that make you uncomfortable, because really, if you're going to be a business owner, or maybe you are a business owner, I sent a newsletter out about this a couple weeks ago. You have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, because most of your business journey, you're going to be having to do stuff like that, where you're like, oh man, it would be so much easier. What? If you work for someone else? Yeah. Guess what? It would be. But working for someone else comes with its own sacrifices, its own trade-offs that you have to do. So that's when, especially if you're looking to do a business on your own to be your main thing, there's always going to be comparisons. But if you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable, to push yourself to do new things, then amazing. You will be that much better off, and really able to persevere a lot longer, and hopefully, longer, making it sound like you're gonna stop your business one day, but maybe you will, and you'll find that out. But the tweets that I posted today, even though I don't have Twitter, I have to think of a name. I only think of it when I'm talking to you here, but it's about that idea where it's always easier to quit something when you first start it than to see it through. So whether that's your business you're starting, a new project, a new hobby, a new talent, you get excited, so you have that the activation energy. I don't know if that's what you would call it in this instance, but the energy to start it. But then if it doesn't come real easily to you, if you don't have the immediate knack for it, if you get busy, what are you gonna do? You're gonna quit it. You're not gonna do it. So my question was kind of like, how many, dreams, goals, maybe even businesses have you given up on or not allowed to come about because you just threw in the towel too soon? And that's something you don't really know, but I think it's important and helpful to think through now, because then when you are pushed towards things that don't come easy, that are difficult, like trying to sell my first products as a business that doesn't have existing customers, and seeing like, man, this is it's hard, but if I can get past this and start getting customers and more reviews, then slowly, at least what I've heard from other people, things start to snowball a bit. And the more people you help, the word of mouth that gets out. So it's one of those things, if you can realize that now, you can directly implement it into whatever you're doing, whether it is your business, whether you're wanting to start a business, or even something like picking up a new hobby where you're like, go into it knowing, yeah, I'm excited to do this, I want to learn something new, but guess what, it might be hard and I need to see it through to a certain extent of time. And that's something you can set for yourself, like, I'm going to give it 6 months, I'm going to give it a year. With your business, I would say you need to be thinking more in terms of years, because I'm in year 3 and not even a year of doing this full time. So it is different if you're doing it like on the side, but that is something to keep in mind. Like if you're doing this as a side thing and you're already working full time or another part time with a family and other responsibilities, you can't be having the same, I guess, expectations as you would as if this were your full-time thing. And even now that it's full-time, there's still so much that can come up that can prevent you from working. So it is a tricky subject to work through, but my end goal of like, how can you overcome, just giving up, is that you need perseverance and determination. And so I looked up what both of those meant, and let's see, perseverance, you're persevering, you're not giving up even when times get tough. And then determined is you are really set on why you want to get something done, and you are going to get it done. You're determined to get this done. You know the whys, you know the value it's going to bring to yourself, to others. And so other articles, when I was just typing those 2 words in, were saying like, really, to hit success, you need them both, because you need to know why you're doing what you're doing and have, the passion, the excitement, everything behind it, and the determination. But you also need the perseverance, because you can have all that, and if you're quick to give up, then okay, great, end result, no success found, So I think that's a great thing to think through, even when it comes to, say, working out, to eating healthy, getting on track with different areas of your life, whatever it looks like for yourself, is you really do need perseverance and determination, or else you're not going to see results. You're not going to be headed towards the future that you want to live. So I think that's important to know. And then lastly, because I'm running out of time yet again, I'm almost at the gym. This big truck is doing, I think, a U-turn. Yeah, it's a U-turn. But it also kind of looked like he was just going to turn, and I didn't want to cut him off. But the new project I'm working on, which, yeah, I don't know, I guess I can share with you. Not that many people watch this anyways, but it's going to be geared towards the Punk Post handwriting artist. So if you don't know, quick story, I worked at Punk Post for 5 years, started as a handwriting artist, then I moved on. I kept doing that, but I also became their customer service manager and their community manager. So kind of worked pretty heavily on the back end, right under the co-founders. I left that in summer of 2021, fall of 2021, I started this business. But a lot of what I learned for this business came from getting to do all of that experience of working in a startup, helping them build it up and grow it, and figuring out all these systems, and working with all the artists who, a lot of them had their own small businesses. So that's what got me started with the podcast. And I asked them, like, you have businesses, would you be interested in something like this? So a lot of where I am today came from Punk Post. And I'd been helping someone out who had asked a couple questions about like a business they wanted to start up, kind of in that same realm of, well, I guess I didn't say it, but the company is closing. Punk Post is coming to a close at the end of this month, which is really sad. but a lot of the artists want to keep on doing their own sort of either card writing or something creative. And so Haley had asked me some questions, and I sent her back a Loom video response, which I actually mentioned in yesterday's episode. And then she had said something like, a lot of people want to do stuff like this, but they don't really know what to do. So like, she was grateful for my help as well. She's already done some of her own business stuff. So she's just saying like, it's such a crazy time. Like, everyone's trying to figure out what to do. And so I was like, man, I could put together just a crash course and just gear it towards the punk post folks, whether or not they want to go throughout it and take it. They don't have to, but say you are a handwriting artist and you want to keep doing something art related and you want to set up some sort of business, but you don't know what to do, what steps to take. You'd watch this, and it was basically, my advice now is like, set up a landing page, an email form, collect emails of your current customers, those that want to stay in touch. And then while that's going on, you can work on what kind of business you want to do and kind of walk them through some steps they could take. But I was like, what a great opportunity to literally give back to the business that got me where I am today and a lot of my skills and learning. But also, that's why I created this business, to help people just like that who want to get started and they don't know exactly what steps to take. So I was just like, man, I think this is a God thing. So we'll see. I was praying that he showed me if I should do it, because I did 2 different recordings yesterday and I wasn't really happy with them. So I think I'm going to redo it today. It's tricky, but that's why I was like, am I not supposed to do this, God? Am I supposed to do it? Make it clear. And I think I am going to do it and just set it up so that it's just for them. And then I don't know. The other thing was like, how do I get it to them? I still am friends with and follow a lot of the artists. So I imagined I would just send the link to a couple of them and then they can pass it on to anyone else that they know. So by all means, it's not asking the company. I think my phone's going to say it's too hot because I'm getting hot. So I'm like, if I'm hot, the phone is hot. But, I'm not expecting the company to send it out internally to everyone, but they've got such a strong community that I know if they know of one of their friends in the community that needs the help to know what to do, then they can pass it on. So I think it's really exciting, and it's free for them. All they need to do is sign up and give me their email, which if they want to start something, it's actually advantageous that they do so. So an email to get the resource, as well as they'll get an onboarding video, which is also very helpful, kind of can be used as next steps, and then hopefully leave a testimonial as well at the end of it all. So that's what's in it for me besides helping them, but really them signing up will allow me to help them even more. So I don't know, that's kind of the idea, what I'm putting together. I got it all put together yesterday, but I told you my phone was going to get too hot. I was almost done too. I was finishing the last sentence, but I'm going to work on refining that today. I need to create a web page that is specific to them, kind of make a 3-minute trailer saying like, if you don't know me, this is who I am, this is my experience with Punk Post, why I want to help you. And then hopefully by tomorrow I can start sending it out to some folks that might benefit from it. So go out, get yourself to the gym or outside, get healthy, work on yourself and your health. It will be so worth it, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.